gas could be either of those two choices. Honestly, if he just goes straight Proxy Marauder and just kind of sits there with a bunch of them, like it's a TVT or something, that would be crazy. It's going to be Marines and a bunker. What?
Oh, is he going to drop a factory and do some kind of push?
I mean, the factory would be at home, I'd assume?
Well, the bunker makes me think that he wants to just hold this position, and I mean, you can't leapfrog bunkers into the main base. So if he throws down a factory, although the gas is a little bit low for that, I'm struggling to think of what the bunker is going to be used for.
What am I watching right now? Where's the gas going to be going?
I think it has to be a proxied factory.
Oh, he scouts it anyways with the Zealot. Okay, so he's coming on down. He sees that the bunker is going to be here. He sees the multiple Marines coming out, which is, again, the last thing I expected, considering he did. He is going to leapfrog the bunkers like it's a cannon rush. Oh, my God. This is absurd. Probes being pulled, of course, to be able to try and kill this, but great micro from Maru kills off the Zealot at the last tick of health. And now this bunker... It's going to be a little hard to continue to get up, of course, because the Stalker will finish.
This is why I was saying I don't think you can do it, because the Stalker should finish in time just to take down the SCV, right? He only came with 2 SCVs in total, so instead Maru going to trade out these Marines. Shield Battery is finishing up, so unfortunately for him, he's only going to get a little bit of hull damage here on these Stalkers, and I think he has enough DPS to eventually power through these shields and take down 1 or 2 probes, but he's just going to cancel the bunker and instead come down into the natural expansion. And there is a factory being built, but it's actually in the main base of Maru. It is not being proxied.
What a wild build that I'm looking at right now, man. How many probes did he just kill? He killed a pretty decent amount, I think. I don't know if it's going to be worth the amount that this whole investment, costs it. I mean, a bunch of Marines, those 2 SCVs, double barracks across. He's going to be much later in his tech and expansion. 5 probes. Sure, it looks kind of decent at one point, but I don't feel like that is... I don't think that's what Maru was really looking for with this build, no?
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. It's kind of funky going for the bunker leapfrog the way that he did, although I do love the touch of the barracks blocking 3 mineral patches right now.
There's like no probes there anyways, but it'll actually make a difference in a little bit once there's more probes actually mining.
MaxPax's just had a great response, though. That bunker now finally going to get salvaged here as it burns down, and these Marines just going to sacrifice themselves. Of course, that is a worker-only path in the natural expansion, so they cannot escape the same way the SCVs came in. And now those Stalkers going to get to work here on the barracks in the natural expansion. Maru did scout the Twilight Council here in the main base of MaxPax's, but that's kind of par for the course in terms of what you expect here in the TVP, isn't it?
MaxPax's, that could actually get a pretty good amount of probe damage done, but the fact is that there's going to be a pretty decent amount of Stalkers coming up, and there's really nothing to defend. There's a single Cyclone, so this is going to be an evacuation for now for Maru.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to mine from the natural expansion for quite a long time. And even the Banshee, you kind of need to wait for Cloak to be done to be able to shoo away these Stalkers, because even with the Cyclone and with Repair, you're not going to get anything done with just that one Banshee. He is going to send that cross map, try and get some damage done. SCVs are frantically repairing this one bunker, but with 4 Stalkers and some nice shuffling away from the vision of the Cyclone, MaxPax's just able to continuously exert pressure on this natural expansion.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough overall, I feel like, for Maru. Like, I guess he does have the extra base, of course, so he doesn't really have any threat of losing that. But I mean, like, you're down to 29 SCVs at this point. The Banshee with Cloak was also scouted, so there should be some defense back at home. The Pylon Spotter is a little bit late to actually see it, but the battery is in time, and so he might lose a probe or 2, but the battery will come on up, and that will basically heal that. So it'll keep the probes alive until the Observer comes out, and MaxPax's will be sitting very pretty. He already had that 1 battery in the main from earlier, so yeah, this is looking very good for MaxPax's.
Yeah, only losing a couple of probes in total so far this game.
Oh, actually nice target fire.
Yeah, I guess the Marines eventually did get that work done.
The long
and
con.
if MaxPax's, yeah, he's going to blink here into the natural expansion, so he will, in fact, see the Maru is going for a 3cc play. And with the siege tanks, I mean, Maru's able to shoo this away, but oh man, 36 SCVs right now versus the 43 of MaxPax's. Luckily, this 3rd command center has been pumping SCVs for quite a while, so Maru is starting to close the gap. But this early game, not really going the way I think Maru was hoping it would.
Oh,
especially,
no way.
Oh, well, this might be a really good catch here for MaxPax's.
Oh, no way.
He has 1 Stalker there to spot it, and then he's going to blink
sick.
in. With the vision from Cloak, I think he should be able to get one of these at least. The second Banshee is going to try to escape. I think there's enough dead airspace in the top left that it should be fine.
Oh, the juke! He wasn't paying attention! Oh, he gets away. All right, nice. So will lose one of the Banshees, but then he also has to just send the other one back home. So still, again, no economic damage getting done by these Banshees. That other one, that initial Banshee that was sent across the map, was killed off by MaxPax a few minutes ago. So that's been dealt with, and now all these extra Banshees really not finding any worth, and MaxPax is just free to just sit here, take a 4th base, just macro it up, get his next tech transition going, continue to deny this 3rd base from landing. And it's like Maru just has to wait for just so long to be able to get any sort of thing on the map going right now. Stim is not even done right now. All of his upgrades still going. He's still unable to take this 3rd base. It's going to be so late before Maru can do anything whatsoever to MaxPax.
And MaxPax on his side of the map already powering up with a 4th expansion coming in. Robotics Bay nearing completion as well. Forge already upgrading, so he's keeping pace with Maru in terms of the upgrades. There really isn't any facet of the game where Maru has the advantage right now over MaxPax, especially as you said when you reflect back on 3 Banshees, which I think in total got 3 probe kills on the other side of the map. There's not a lot going here for Maru.
Tries to go across the map, but instead he's just kind of grouping up, gets the scan on the left-hand side, which is very good, and that is going to prompt an SCV pull from Maru.
And this could be a very powerful timing right now. Maru actually has a slight supply advantage in terms of army supply. 93 to 88 SCVs are getting pulled, and we're just talking about how Maru has a little bit of an edge in terms of army. MaxPax is going to meet him here in front of what should be the 5th base. Not yet done. Armor shredding missile comes in from the Raven, so that's going to force MaxPax to back off for now.
This is actually a pretty threatening push from Maru. The tank's unsieged right there, and unfortunately MaxPax not with high ground vision, unable to punish that fact. And now this army is getting very close to MaxPax's side of the map. And it's going to get a pretty decent engage. Anti-armor missile going down on a lot of those units, and not too much from Maru has actually died so far. We really need some more Colossi and more units coming out from MaxPax. He's got to buy more time to be able to defend against this push.
All right, siege tanks are going to anchor the position between the natural and the 3rd base right now as the bio moves into the natural. Maru trying to find an angle right now, but he's surrounded on both sides. MaxPax doing a very good job of splitting his forces, reinforcing only here in the natural expansion. Maru would love to pick off that robotics facility, prevent any more Colossi from joining the field. And notice, because of how late the starport was, these medevacs very low on energy right now. The bio is still struggling to get healed up.
That's actually massive, because the amount of stims that Maru's having to do in this prolonged engagement is going to make his army just significantly weaker over time, whereas MaxPax is just sitting nicely and will now set up a flank from the bottom, blinks on in, onto the tanks as well. That's going to be a GG. MaxPax with the patience to take that game number 1.
Wow, well played there by MaxPax. I especially like using the 5th base as another warping point. I mean, he came in from literally every possible side to just smother that position by Maru. And I mean, Maru made a game of it after what was really a bizarre...